What, from your perspective, what is it about working with Atrium that you think benefits the prospective investor or home buyer alike, from America or from other parts of the world? And how does it benefit you as a developer, building these amazing projects, working with Atrium and us? What value from your perspective, do we provide?
I think that I found a team that it seems to be very reliable. Okay, someone that actually we can work with for the long term. I see the way that the Atrium is working. Of course, they have the biggest advantage of being Americans in Portugal. Okay, which is different attitude, because the market is not there yet in terms of the local brokers, and the local market is not there in terms of being on spots, like to lead the process together. And for me to have a partner like this here in Portugal, which speaks Americans, it's the biggest advantage, and that's why we are here together. And of course, yeah, I see it as a long-term journey together, and let's hope that it will be fruitful for all sides.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm sure it will.
Thank you.
I'm sure it will.
And if you were speaking directly to an American family thinking about moving to Porto or Portugal in general, what would be your, your closing argument to help them make the leap? If they were on the fence, what's the one thing that you would say to them to just assure them that this is the right move for them?
Wow, I'll tell you what, as a foreigner that lives here in the last 2 years, I understand the difficulties of taking all your family, all your pack, just move to another life. It's difficult. It's difficult. But I will not change my homeland for lots of other places beside Porto, I think. Okay, this is the only place that I saw myself relocated with my family, because all the advantages we just talked. Okay, it's a journey. It's not an easy thing to do, that's for sure. But it's an amazing journey. It's an amazing journey, and Porto is the best place to do it. It's the best place to do it because, as I was mentioned before, the people are welcoming, the environment is very convenient, and you just do it. Just do it. Get out of the matrix and come in, join. You have a soft land here, that's for sure. In Porto, you will have a soft land, a very soft land. And wow. This is what attracts a lot of expats that are coming. It's not only, yeah, we have a lot of people that are coming from the USA, a lot of people from Germany, from French, and etc. And they all find the same magic in Porto. They are saying, no, the quality of life here, it's the fact that you can go 12 or 1 o'clock we use the metro and without being afraid of something. It's about the fact that you can send your children during the night without being afraid of, okay, where they're coming. Because everything has a solution. You can use the Uber, you can use the metro, you can, I don't know, whatever. Beside it, it's very affordable. So of course that your money is buying more. For me to go to a restaurant with 6 persons, to do it for example, in the USA, maybe I should sell a kidney for this, okay? But for me to go here to Porto with the 6, with my pack, okay, to go for a restaurant to eat an hamburger, to eat a good fish, or even like fancy restaurant, it's okay. It's okay. We can live after then,
It's so doable.
It's durable. It's affordable. So it's nice.
Absolutely.
You don't have to calculate every step that you're doing.
It's so affordable.
And it's a big advantage, It's an amazing advantage.
And for someone that is looking on our website, Atrium's website, or Aspire's website, or maybe they're just seeing this, interview on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, and they're maybe looking at the renderings as we speak, and the different projects that you offer, seeing that they're maybe being completed in a year from now, or 6 months from now, and they're not yet ready. How do they buy? What do they need in order to buy one of your developments or a unit in your development? What would it take for them financially? What is the qualification process for you? Because a lot of developers have a different process for that, whether it's different types of deposits or verifications or whatever.
I think it's very easy. First of all, I have to say that we are flexible. We can find the right package for each investor or buyer that has different needs. Okay, I'm very flexible. I'm a boutique. We are a boutique company, so it's not upscale. We don't have thousands of units outside, and we just working for the same mechanism. So this is the first thing. Second thing, if you're talking into details, so in terms of payment terms, we are not asking too much. It's just about put 20 to 30% once we are signing the CPCV, and the rest once we are concluding to the deed. So if you're talking about values of money, let's say apartment of 500,000, you right now need to pay a down payment of 100,000. In 1 year from now, you will have one of the most amazing apartments in Porto for additional 400,000, which I guess you can take financing, and then it's another 50,000 of your own equity, and then the rest from the bank. So everything is very easy, very easy. The banks here know how to deal with foreigners. All the financial system is very open to foreigners. So everything is working quite well and very smooth. So don't be afraid about this point.
Absolutely. And I think we should mention that our clients very easily are able to obtain financing from a multitude of banks. They are able to use their income from the United States or wherever they're from. They verify their income from that location. You do not have to have income in Portugal. You do not have to be a resident in Portugal. You do not have to live in Portugal in order to obtain financing here. It's very, very easy.
Very, very easy. And we have to mention also that the Euribor went down like 2 times. I think today the financing cost is around 3.7, 3.8 for residential, something like this, which is very attractive today.
Music to a lot of people's ears here,
Yeah.
especially coming from America.
Yeah.
Right now.
So imagine that if you're using your own equity, 100, 150,000 to buy an amazing apartment in the city center of Porto, with the story, with everything that we mentioned right now, it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money.
No. Those are
Investment-wise.
Right. Those are some pretty soft rates for Americans. We like to hear those 3% interest rates. Those are.
The analyst already predicting another decrease on the rate, so we'll go around 3.5, 3.4. So it's good. It's good.
Do you need to have a car in Porto?
I'm using Uber, or I'm using the metro, because if you do the fast calculation, you know, I think I drove over here 25 minutes. It cost me around 8 euros. 8 euros for 25 minutes.
By Uber.
By Uber. So do your fast calculation. You know, the cost of Uber, it's cost me around. It's incredibly. 300 per month.
I don't have a car. I don't have a car. I go everywhere by Uber, like I'm still in New York. I've continued with the same lifestyle.
Well, but in New York, I guess you will pay the double or triple.
Oh yeah. From Manhattan to Brooklyn, it was $50 to get home. Now I can go the same distance for like 10.
You don't want to see the Uber line item on my my P&L at the end of the year when I do my taxes.
You know, during January, I've been in New York for the corporate week with Alder, and I just landed in Newark. It was Newark, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I called the Uber. I called the Uber.
60.
$120.
Oh,
I called to my partner. I told him, listen, it's going to cost me 120 euros. It's dollars. Is it okay? He told me, yeah, this is the price. You are regular to Porto. Because I'm traveling, you know, from the Porto airport to my house with 12 euros. I mean, this is the cost. No, I actually shut down the Uber. I called him, listen, can be wrong or I'm missing something? No, it's totally different. It's affordable. You're never stuck. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere. You have the Uber, call the Uber for 12 euros, 20 euros, you'll be there. You want to go for a coffee, or 2 euros, you're there. You want to eat something, 10 euros max. Even the private school, if you compare it to another countries, you know, we are paying around 1,300 euros per month per kid. I know that I have a friend in Switzerland which is paying 3,500. You know, the thing is that
it's 5 times that in New York. 5 times that.
With good money, you are buying an amazing life.
And is it okay if you're a family looking to move your kids here and you're worried about putting them into a school that, you know, kids can assimilate to through culturally, and also language as well is probably a main, concern for parents moving here with their kids? Like, can they go to a school in Porto that it's English speaking, and for an American or anyone else, like you won't have any problems assimilating to the group of kids that you'll be going to school with?
I think that it's on the opposite. I think that once I told you that the local people are very, very welcoming. Okay, they want you here. They understand. The thing is that expats that are coming here, they are developing the city. They like it. They want it. It's to be a part of it. Besides that, it's in their basic natural to welcome people, and I guess you already felt it once you are here. They are very nice. They are very nice. I don't know, there's something in the air that makes the people very nice. And you are becoming very good person also, because you are reflecting the environment that you have, I have to say that since I came here, I'm not fighting, I'm not shouting, everything is very polite, because this is what you have. You are surrounded by people that, you're becoming a very good person. I just had a discussion with my wife, and I told her, that on the last 2 years, I feel that I'm a better person, to my environment, to the children,
so
to the
So nice.
Because this is the environment that you used to live in, and it reflects inside your house. About the children, it's a journey. Okay, it's a roller coaster. The first year, it's tough, but for them, take them out of their nature area. Take them to a different country, different language, different culture. Of course, it's a journey. It's a tough journey. But today, when I look at them after 2 years, I see they're speaking fluent Portuguese. I see their friends are Portuguese. I see the way that they are commuting to each place, okay? They are like Portuguese, okay? And imagine the obstacle that they went through, the journey that they've been through, how mature they are, and what kind of tools we are giving them to their lives, okay? Because today they're speaking fluent English, fluent Portuguese, of course their homeland language. And the next challenge that they will have, it will be only a challenge. They know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
Because to come over here and once again to integrate to a place that they didn't know before, it's an amazing journey for all of us, by the way, for all of us.
Absolutely.
So the tools that we are giving to them, I guess that will be able to handle with any challenge in the world after this.
Wow, thank you for sharing that from your perspective, like just giving it real. We really appreciate that, and I'm sure other people will as well. I don't want to beat a dead horse with the weather in Portugal, but can we just talk a little bit about the weather here in Porto? Because I was told by a lot of people it's colder up here, and it's December 8th, and it's touching 60 degrees, the sun's out, it's beautiful. We're walking around all day with maybe a sweater on or a long sleeve shirt. Is this normal? Is this how it normally is here? Or how does the weather change? What is the seasonality aspect to that? And
in the last years, I don't think that. I mean, it's not the winter of Europe. It's not like we're used to have in France or in Germany. Or of course, there are some sunny days and some cloudy days and some rains, but it's not like the hard winter that we know from other countries here in Europe. It's totally fine. It's totally nice. You see, we are in the mid-December. It's a sunny weekend. Yesterday it was amazing during the day and during the night. And the last 3 weeks, I think, where most of them are sunny, and the next week will be sunny. It's an amazing weather, because during the summer also it's not very hot and there's not a lot of humidity. I'm running a lot. I'm running like 2 to 3 times a week. I can go out running during August at 11 or 12 a.m. without being afraid that it's going to be too hot or too humid. But so the weather is amazing. The weather, I think, it's part of this feeling that you have that everything is chill, everything is calm, because it's nice. It's nice. You're going outside and it's nice.
So there's really no complaints.
Yeah. No.
And for people wondering, maybe their timeline's a little bit further out on the horizon, and they're thinking to themselves, a Model 109, and maybe some of these projects that are currently going on and for sale, that maybe they won't have the ability to purchase a unit. What do you have planned for the future? What are your next projects?
Of course, we have a lot of plans. Beside what we are doing here in the city center, we are building a lot in Matosinhos, which is just next to. It's part of Porto. Let's say you're just crossing the road, and it's Porto. And over there, it's a very also unique project. We bought 5 different projects on the same street. We called it Ocean. Okay, each different project will have different amenities. In part of them. You will have co-working, a gym, swimming pool, and every tenant can use the amenities of the other project. And then you have some kind of movement between the buildings, some kind of community. And of course, that also over there, we invested a lot in architectural, in design. It's a prime location area because you are just 5 minutes walking from the beach, 5 minutes from the metro, 12 minutes from the airport. The international school is 10 minutes walking from there. So this is another segment that we are working. And we are looking for the next opportunity.
What are the price points in Ocean, in Matosinhos?
In Matosinhos, it's around, it depends, because it's around, let's say, between 6,000 to 6,500. Over there, you have some apartment with the sea view.
What makes this neighborhood special? You've told me this is where you live. You also have the Ocean project going on there. What is Matosinhos? Why do you live there? Why do people need to know about it?
So Matosinhos, it's an amazing place. First of all, because of the proximity to lots of points that you want to have. You have over there like 4 supermarkets. You have the metro. You have the beach over there. You see a lot of people are walking with their surfboards. So you always live in some kind of feeling of vacation. Okay, you have the Parque de Ciudad, which is the biggest park here in Porto, 12 minutes from the airport. So everything is happening there in terms if you want to have like a very calm and chill life in one of the most amazing suburbs of Porto. It's there. Beside that, there's a lot of other advantage of it's close to Porto, but it's not inside of Porto. And the project that we are doing, we are creating some kind of microcosmos for everything that you need. You want to work, you have it in your building. You want to go to the gym, you have it in your building. You want to have a nice coffee, you have it in the building. And everything is happening on the same street with the nice, cool and vibrant community. So it's there, it's totally there.
And what are the delivery dates for your Ocean project?
So the first here in the city center, we already start the construction. We will deliver during the end of 2025. So if someone needs to have a house here in Porto in the end of 2025, we should. I mean, we are able to deliver it.
And we have 3 projects to choose from in the city center, correct? Delivering 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Ocean, we will start the construction during April. I guess it will take around 2 years, something like this. So we are in the end of 2026 somewhere.
And Ocean, which is in Matosinhos, what are the price points there? And also, what is the proximity to the city center of Porto if you were driving versus public transportation?
Let's say if you're taking the metro, you are in 15 to 20 minutes, you are in the city center of Porto. In terms of prices, over there it's a little bit different project. Okay, it's very nice, very unique, very bold architectural, and of course I will share it with you. The units are smaller. Okay, so it's 50 square meters, 60, 70, something like this, and the price per square meter is around the 6,000, 6,200 per square meter because it's not the city center of Porto. So we are talking about 300K per apartment.
Minutes from the beach.
Right.
Wow, walking distance, walking distance.
And this is not an area that people need to wait to come around. This is an area that already has schools, restaurants, beaches.
We are in love in Porto, but we're also in love in Matosinhos. I mean, we live there, so I understand what kind of quality of life you're having once you live there, and that's why I chose to invest over there. And today, everybody wants to live in Matosinhos because of those advantages. And the thing is about Matosinhos, you don't have lots of places to expand, okay? It's very, very limited because you have those let's say 4 rows that are next to the beach, and all the others it's not having the same advantage. So I'm sure that the prices will go even higher over there, and that's why I'm keeping a lot of apartments for me over there for myself.
And you could get in on a new development, 15 minutes from the city, walk to the beach for 300,000.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing? Like, what are we waiting for?
This is Porto. This is Portugal. This is a hidden gem. You know, I'm always saying it's a hidden gem. Come and you have to take a bite of it, because otherwise you will lose it.
It's special.
You will lose it.
That's really, I think, the takeaway for me on this trip as we conclude it in Porto is this feels like the hidden gem within the hidden gem of Portugal. This is like Porto is it's a beautiful place. I mean, the energy. I mean, forget the price points of what it costs to live here, but that's all just hidden behind this amazingly beautiful, quaint, charming city. I mean, there's a river behind us with boats carrying wine barrels and people jet skiing, and it's just the list goes on. You have to just come here. Just get over here, and you'll see it for yourself.
I totally agree. And you are here 3 days. You know, I'm here for the last 2 years, and I know every corner about the city, and I know, and I feel it. You know, I feel the city. And as you were mentioning, we are here next to the river. You see the sun in the sky. You see the jet ski. You see the people crossing and coming, and you see the people are with the bicycles. It makes you feel like, okay, this is what I want to have. This is the kind of life that I want to have. Just to look at it, just to stare at it, and don't do anything. Just sit in a restaurant, sit in a coffee, have a glass of wine, port wine or whatever, and you will say, okay, this is the life that I want to have. You will feel it immediately.
Amazing.
Come to Porto.